Cheers. Welcome to Crypto World Peace, where we drink decent scotch. Got this on sale for $25, believe it or not, 14-year-old. One of the best things I've ever had. This is essentially a video about just how to succeed in the cryptocurrency market. I was going to make it about overall investing, but it's just not my flow, so we're going to do cryptocurrency. And this is all based off my experience. Been around since 2013 in the market. Massive success in the 2020 bull run. I caught a lot of shit. Some could say I got lucky. I'd like to say that I believed in my investments and they worked out. I also had some good guidance. So shit, that's the first thing, is good guidance. Social media is very clickbaity. You know how it is. It's hard to determine even what people are saying, if it's true or not, like if they believe it or not, you know? I might have phrased that incorrectly, but it is. It's hard to determine if people actually believe what they're saying, and if they do believe what they're saying, if they believe it for their benefit or for your benefit, you know? Having good guidance is great. If you can't find it through local YouTubers or global YouTubers, then you should look for people in your area. Just reach out, man. Start conversations. Making friends is never a bad thing, especially in this day and age where people are so disconnected from reality. It's good to talk to people about tangible subjects. I know we're in a speculative bubble right now, and that'll bring me to the next thing here in a bit, but it's still not necessarily a bad thing to speculate, especially when we understand the history of what speculative bubbles have had emerged from them, and we understand the technology that we're dealing with and investing in, being blockchain technology. If you're investing in certain projects, you could call it the Hashgraph algorithm. So make friends. Go out to places that you think people with like minds would be, you know? If you can't do that, just look online, you know? Look for groups. I want to say I recommend staying away from Telegram. It seems kind of fishy and scammy to me. I don't know why. It's just the vibe that I get from the overall app. No shots fired at Telegram. I do use it for certain things, just not for cryptocurrency. So next thing, I just talked about speculative bubbles. So cheers to this great speculative bubble that we just dealt with. I don't know about you, but it made me a lot of fucking money. And I knew exactly what it was. Not in the beginning. It took time to figure it out. But we just dealt with something. We just made history. Not because of price action, not because of market cap. Who cares if we had $3 trillion in the market cap? Is absolutely crazy as that sounds. Overall greater than the Canadian GDP. That's like, in a way, something to cheer for, but also something to be fearful of. Because like, if you're anything like me, when you look at these NFT projects that are coming out, these non-fungible token projects, these metaverse projects with land sales, regardless of what company is backing them, what blockchain they're running on, you have to look at it from the objective perspective of, this looks like something that should have been popular 50 years ago. And maybe that's like pushing it, you know, 50 years ago we had Pong, but like, you have to understand how fast technology moves. And the speculative bubble is, it just shows you how much people are willing to invest in the future. It's not a bad thing. People like, it's not great that people lose maybe their life savings off of a speculative bubble because they don't understand the fundamentals of investing. But if you do, you can't look at that guy, because that guy's going to lose his money with or without you investing in the market. You have to look at yourself and what you can do with the opportunity you've been presented. So regardless if you took profit at the top of this market or not, I, dear God, hope that you did, because in my opinion, 100,000 Bitcoin was never on the table. 70,000 Bitcoin was way far of a stretch. I thought we were over leveraged in the market at around 60. I called the top twice. I called the top twice, guys. And I did reinvest before the dead cat, before we jumped to 769, 456 or whatever the fuck the number was. And I damn near called the top perfectly on that too. I have records of it. Now that we're down at the bottom again, regardless whether or not you took profit, the best thing you can do is set yourself up for success. So number 3 is hustle. And that doesn't necessarily mean work all day, every day to the bone, but you got to do what you got to do, man. Like whatever your income allows you to do, or like live within your means is what I should be saying, if not below them. I live well below my means. I have a motorcycle and a car, and I'm renting an apartment, and I may or may not have an asset in LA, but I live well within my means. I just picked up 2 jobs because the market's cold and it's time to hustle. Now, I got lucky with my employment. I've been in another industry outside of cryptocurrency for my 9 to 5 for pretty much maybe 3 years less than I've been investing in crypto. So I have experience on the floor in restaurants as a manager, server, bartender, stuff like that, and also investing in digital asset space, notably with XRP and Ethereum, obviously. Cardano is great. We can go over projects later. Sorry, I like to compose myself from time to time. I do this without a script, so it's all off the cuff. Set yourself up to succeed. Live below your means. If you're making a ton of money, don't spend a ton of money. And if you're not making a ton of money, don't spend that not a ton of money, you know? Like, you should always have cash on hand, regardless whether or not the US dollar has been printed 6 trillion times in the last 3 years, plus another 54 billion that went to the Ukraine. Like, we're still the petrodollar, even though that might change soon, but cash is king. Cash has always been king. You can even look at what real investors are doing, and I say real in terms of like full stock market big boys, like Warren Buffett. He holds a lot of cash, and he holds cash for times like this. Now, unfortunately, when you look at the metrics, I just watched a whole fucking 30-minute video on what Michael Berry's been saying. I stopped the video. It probably took me 2.5 hours to get through it because I was just reading every single quote and text that he had posted on his Twitter. It was just a nice compilation of everything that he put up. And he called it 2 years ago. I knew it was going to happen. A lot of people should have known it was going to happen. But now that we're down here, he is predicting maybe another 50% drop from here, if not more. I say bring it on, man. My last point was set yourself up for success. Mind my stuttering. I've had a couple drinks. That is the number one key to investing, is making sure you're set up for success, regardless whether that means having multiple streams of income, having one solid stream of income, having passive income. When it comes to cryptocurrency, staking your coins, borrowing for other people on the market. Whatever it is, whatever makes you cash on the side, whatever you like to do, make sure you're set up for success. And the next point will be diversify. Now, right now, I am very bullish on 2 projects, and I'll talk about them briefly. AGIX being Singularity Net, and whatever their off branches are, like Singularity DAO and the likes. I'm bullish on them, and I'm also very bullish on HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph. For Hedera Hashgraph, the reasons being their consensus algorithm is top-notch. They're the first 3rd-gen crypto that's mainstream right now. I think they're 34 in market cap. They're rank 34 in market cap if you look at like CoinGecko or something like that. Dude, they run the Hashgraph algorithm, which was what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. It's not blockchain. It's something entirely different. It runs off of, asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance or something like that. They're partners, man. They have a council that currently is partnered with Google and IBM, Boeing, LG, The names just keep growing as time goes by. They also have a massive social media following. Not a following, but just a massive social media output. They do nothing but on their YouTube channel. If you look up Hedera Hashgraph, or just Hedera actually, you'll find all their videos they've been doing almost every day. They post a video with leading officials of their offshoot blockchains, people that are running dApps on their blockchain, and talking about what their dApps are doing. Like they're really doing things. They put $5 billion into their foundation, their HBAR foundation, which is just nuts. When we talk about AGIX, it's the only real artificial general intelligence play that matters, honestly. It's run by Ben Gortzel, who, if you don't know him, he was the inventor of the artificial intelligence that runs in both the Sophia robot, the first artificially intelligent robot to ever be invented. Who knows how artificially intelligent it is? Do your own research. And also, I want to say her name is Lucy. I don't know if that's correct, but that robot is being developed, that artificial intelligence, I should say, is being developed to aid in hospice care with elderly patients, guiding them to the great abyss, which it's admirable, man. He's dedicated his whole life to it, and he put it on a blockchain in hopes that he can create artificial general intelligence through nodes on his blockchain, communicating with each other. It's an incredible project, and it's something to look into. So, whatever the point I was trying to make before I started talking about these things, the point that I'm trying to make now is believe in your project. And not only believe in your project, but do deep research on it. Make sure you understand exactly what you're investing in. Like, I understand the faults that HBAR has. It's not perfect. But, like, I also understand that, like, Google isn't going away anytime soon, man. And if Google thinks that Hedera Hashgraph has stake in the future, 5 years out, I'm all in, dude. That being said, since maybe 35K, I haven't owned any Bitcoin. I'm completely out of Bitcoin. I should be investing soon, but I'm hoping for a bounce from whatever we're at now, 20 to 22,000, whatever it ends up going to 16K. Guessing we're at a dead cat right now, and that's where we're going to land. So I have buy orders all set up all the way down to 10,000 for whatever happens. But yeah, man, believe in your project. That was that last point. Whatever it is, man, do research on it. And going back to point one, having a good community around you, make sure that the people that are talking about your project aren't just like shilling you nonsense, you know? That's really important. Make sure you are actually getting fundamental education on what you're investing in. You don't just want price predictions. You don't just want, I don't even know how to explain it, man. Just YouTube, social media, it's very emotional, man. These clickbait titles and the way that people express themselves on the internet, even looking at me right now, like I probably give off some kind of vibe. I don't know what it is, but I don't even know if I should be wearing this right now. I guess it fits, you know. I'm drinking 14-year-old scotch. Fucking just be careful, man. Just be careful. Understand that also, like, it's the Wild West out here right now. Like, that market cap that we just had, well, I was just talking about it, I think, greater than the Canadian GDP. A lot of these projects were just pure scams. Like, pure money laundering fronts, dude. I don't know who they were for, but criminals is who they were for, man. Like, criminals and people that got lucky and people that are incredibly stupid, you know, and people that just got duped. A lot of people just got duped, unfortunately. That's been crypto for a long time, man. The 2017 bull run was no different. Who remembers BitConnect? You know, I invested in that project as a meme. Made a couple bucks, actually. Lost a couple bucks, too. I made a couple more. Understand where we're at, man. Another thing is, diversify out of the crypto market, man. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. It's been sunshine, rainbows, lollipops, and whatever those big yellow flowers are called. Sunflowers, dude. Fucking cheers. It's getting to a time though when, like, regardless of all this laughing I'm doing, shit's about to get really serious, man. It's about to hit the fan. Regulations are coming, and you have to understand that. This can't keep going on. I don't know how long it's going to take, but, like, me being in this market for 7-8 years, this cannot keep going on. I just want to put that, like, I'm not okay with it. I haven't been okay with it for a long time. Like, these exit scams, man. You look at Riot Chain, bro. Even Mark Cuban got caught up in that shit. And he's like whatever, fucking reputable investor. And he just happened to pull his money at $30 million out right before it crashed. Oh, thank God he was staring at Riot Chain with bloodshot eyes, man, as Mark Cuban looking at Riot Chain. You, like, understand how dumb that sounds. Dude. I think that's about it, man. This is a good video. It's actually not a good video, but I like it. I'm turned up right now. Shout out Glenfiddich, bro. Shout out 20K Bitcoin. Buy it while it's hot, man. It's here, man. The cakes are hot, bro. Get them. Get the hot cakes at 20K. And get the hot cakes when they go lower to 16 or wherever the hell they fall. If they fall, man, who knows? And that's another thing. Again, it's all speculation. Nobody knows what the floor is. Nobody knows what the ceiling is. It's like when it's all playing out, you can make predictions as it goes, just based off metrics, and kind of get an understanding of where it's going. You can call stuff, man. I've been calling stuff for the past 5 years, man. 2017. I'm not doing math right now, man. I got scotch in me. Have a good night. Crypto world peace. I'm Jay. If I didn't say that, fucking like the video or dislike the video. I've been here for 6 months. I'm still finding dog hair from the previous owner, dude. Peace and love. Bye, H-Bar.